to almost $3,000 on the account. This trade, we're about to go back to break even. My targeted profit on gold is right at the top, way above that level. Thing is, we actually took a loss first, went in for a re-entry. You can see we're getting a good rejection, 30-minute time frame, the type of rejection that it had. 7 minutes before I just recorded the previous clip, FOMC minutes just got released. We have NASDAQ dropping right now like crazy. You can see that we're in red on gold there. It just dropped by like $400 because of that news release. Actually past 9 o'clock. Right now we're just looking to see what the market does, but it's pretty late, right? It's not even time that we're supposed to be trading. You have to always let the market do its thing. That's the behind the scenes, right? It's always just a nice YouTube video that then drops and you're like, oh, how did that happen? Right now we took a loss first, the market dropped, you had to muster up the courage to forget that loss and then actually have the guts to go in immediately because the setup is correct. I'm trading on the 4-hour time frame right now. This whole waiting is not seen by a lot of people, right? So that's about it. We're gonna just wait for this trade to play out. Let's see whatever then happens in the morning, then we take it up from there. Cool. Guess what has gone back up plus $1,000. I waited for this whole 4-hour candle. That's 4 hours and 3 hours, 7 hours. It's been a crazy ride with this trade for today on the NASDAQ. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna close some of the trades because you can really see that it's heavy on the account, right? It's really heavy on the account. What I would expect right now is to face a little bit of rejection right there. You can see it's going back to a rejection zone. So what it might want to do is to retest this rejection zone and drop back for another retest in this area. We're up plus 270 pips right now. It's going crazy. The market, it just keeps pushing up to the top, and I like the fact that I'm actually recording it in real time, like right now, because normally I wouldn't have the time to I just record the screen and just then compile or narrate at the end of the week. And the good thing about this is everything is going on according to the weekly analysis. This drop on the NASDAQ was insane. Are you guys seeing this? A lot of people are laughing right now, but then I know a lot of people were also having trades here and they could have been cooked really nicely on the NASDAQ because of that. But anyway, I guess that's actually us calling it a night for now. Alright guys, it's around 10:14 and I'm actually checking the charts right now. Pretty busy day, right? And exactly what we were explaining yesterday is what is happening right now on the NASDAQ. Remember we said we are taking partial profits. Guess what? NASDAQ did drop. Yes, we said we're likely to get a rejection right in this zone that I had marked up right there. That's exactly what we got. It came to retest this area that it had just created, and as you can see right now it's actually going back. So when you want to avoid staying in these trades for so long, whenever the market gets to a resistance or to a support area, we don't know what's going to happen, right? So you might as well take profits if you'd want to hold and swing trades at a resistance level. So we took partial profits because we were expecting a drop. Stop loss at break even is literally right where you enter the trade. You place a stop loss there so that the market, if it comes back, it'll take you out. But in this case, it did not come back to our entry point. So I know some of the traders will not actually be in this trade still, but it's all good. Right now the market is looking not really good. We are looking for more trades. Tomorrow is Friday, and I guess we'll see more volatility tomorrow. But as for today, that's it actually on the NASDAQ. USD was also dropping for some weird reason and it hasn't gotten to my point of interest. I did share this setup saying that I was looking for a buy in this area for USD. So before the setup completes, we're just going to let the trades run. We're going to see whatever then happens, and gold is still playing around. Actually, gold did go back to almost at break even and then it dropped again, so we're actually just still in the gold trade. It's going to be a really crazy long swing trade on gold. And also I was just wondering what I have not yet done, right? So we said that if we hit 500 likes on the video, we're gonna do a giveaway on 3 accounts, right? I might as well just select the winners of the challenge right now and You guys will see it in the video. If you have skipped the video, you'll miss this part. Those are the 3 people that will get funded for this particular week on this particular video, and I'll see you guys. Right now we're currently at the airport, as you can see, and I did not actually think that we were going to make a video or record anything right now, but thanks to Mr. Powell, we said that we're going to hold gold and it's going to go back to our entry point to break even. Right now we're currently running plus 80 pips on our gold trade, plus 500 pips on the NASDAQ trade. I literally explained to you guys that we're going to have a drop on the NASDAQ first, so we've closed some of the trades here, plus 100 pips already on gold. Just look at how crazy the market is going. I might as well just take a few profits here, but then what I don't like about that type of trade is when you wait for so much time and then the market eventually comes to you, then you want to run away from the trade, right? So in as much as it looks good, it does look good, we should remember the time when this plus 100 on gold was minus 250. We should remember the time when we were having these type of comments that we're going to hit our stop loss, that we're going to lose this trade, right? And then that gives us the energy to hold on, you know, and keep riding it up to the top. So we are plus 180 pips on gold. We're going to check in right now in we're going right now, right, to check in. You're going to check in, right? I'm closing the added positions on gold plus 170 pips on the added positions alone. Right now, only our initial trades are running. Only our initial trades are running. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close 2 of these trades and then I will hold the remaining 2. So on our remaining trades, our trades are protected right now. Our trades are risk-free. We're just simply holding these 3 trades, and that's about it, guys. That's about it. I'm super excited for this trade because you don't understand how long we have been holding this trade. It's been really crazy. 2 times I've been telling you guys that gold has to go back up to the top to wipe out that liquidity, and it has just started its movement right now. It's almost 8 o'clock and you see it's 10 minutes to 8. What we're gonna do is we're gonna close off these positions so that we can go on to the flight and we won't hold over the weekend all of the trades. I'll close off the NASDAQ trade and I'll also just hold the gold trade. I'll hold 1 position of gold that's currently running plus 800 pips. Let me just do that right now, and that's it, guys. I'm out of the trade right now. You can see I only have 1 position running right now on gold, and if you ask me, this account was having $2,000, and right now we are sitting at 7,800, which is absolutely really good. Right, we held the trades for over 2 weeks, right? That was over 2 weeks, and we've been riding the movement up, which is, you know, it's not a lot of people that actually do that, and for the fact that we were able to do that, the fact that we actually managed to do that, that is amazing, right? That is really commendable. So that's it. I'll see you guys when I land, and that's probably going to be on Sunday when I actually pick up the camera to make the weekly analysis. I'll just, you know, give you guys a little heads up. But I know when the market was moving, when Jerome Powell was peaking, I was super excited. I was, you know, on cloud 9 that my trade has finally started moving in the direction that I was anticipating. Yeah, depending on how the market closes today, we'll see how that will be looking like for the weekly analysis. But check out the view though. We have a really nice view out here. So I'm currently in the airport, still in the airport because my flight got delayed. Make that make sense. I just decided to get, like, you know, they have that Aero Express, you know, at the airport, that hotel. It's more like a little hotel, right, that you can just go inside the airport because I'm tired. Look at my eyes, man. I am wasted. So that's about it. I'm about to knock out right now. I'm about to knock out. We had a good trade on gold. We had a good trade on the NASDAQ. And it's been a good week. The market is almost closed. We actually just went and got a few snacks from the shop. You know, let me just show you guys that. And then I'm going to give you guys a little room tour because I'm actually bored here. It's a tiny little hotel. Nothing too crazy. So I got some Cheetos, right? Got some Cheetos and juice, you know, tiny little juice. Things in the airport is expensive, right? And then I got this water right over here, but they actually do have water here already for me. So that's just the crazy part. So this is the room, right? Little room tour. See my bag, my shoes right over there. This is the entrance. So this is the bathroom. This is the bathroom. I have a shower and the toilet together. So you enter right here, you see the toilet and the bathroom, and then you have your little bed right over there, and they have this little nice, you know, art some happening right over there. And that's basically the whole room. This is like for emergency, right? When your flight get delayed or when you are having a layover that is long, you know. So that's about it. Then obviously they have a little TV that's there, and you know, my bag. Okay, so what I'll do right now is I'll try and go into the shower and knock out for just like 3 hours.
Baby, did you know that from the moment we fell in and knew we couldn't fall back, knew I'd always crawl back.
Good morning, guys. I'm up a little too early. Supposed to be up in the next 1 hour 30 minutes, but I guess I'm punctual like that, right? Since I have like 1 hour 30 minutes to spare, I might as well just get the day started. For thou shalt worship no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God.
Would have been a few hours, but it felt like days. Would have been days, but it felt like months.
My new bitch look like Tyler Berry, but she don't love me, she too scary.
Alright guys, it's a beautiful Sunday and we only have 2 things to look out for this week. The first being there is going to be news every single day for the rest of the week, and the second means obvious volatility in the market. Now let's go over onto our charts, because you already know how the week closed off with every single chart, the NASDAQ, US30 and gold buying up and shooting up to the top after Mr. Powell spoke, which was absolutely lovely for all of us. Okay, let's just start off with US30 that we have right here by clearing off every single thing on our chart. And the most noticeable thing that we have on US30 is the fact that we have new highs. Guys, remember, from ever since we were expecting these new highs on US30, we wanted the market to come and break out of these levels and give us the new highs. That's exactly what happened right now on US30. You should notice that all the time, right, we always play along to our initial bias, regardless of the fact that one trade might not go according to a plan, but the overall analysis will still stand. As you can see, we actually do have new highs on US30, which is what we were anticipating. We even thought that the market would break out at this level, but no, it dropped right back and it went right straight to break through, you know, and give us new highs. So this is the obvious, you know, beginner setup, you know, this one where we have a breakout. We obviously want to wait for a retest. The very possible retest is going to be at the breakout, where we would see the market breaking out and coming back to retest at the spot that it just broke out of. You can see that we have 3 bullish candles showing us that the buyers are in extreme control of this US30 market, right? We also have a little trend line that was going to guide us right over here. So currently on US30, there is no setup, right? As of recording the video right now on a Sunday, there is no setup on US30. Why? Because it's either you are already in the trade, or you have to now wait for these 2 things to happen for the market to drop back to your point of interest, which is going to be a point of confluence that has this support area and this trend line, or you're going to wait for it to form a little consolidation here and break out of it. Then the same thing will happen right on US30. That's a simple analysis, nothing too complicated. You can already see it's starting to form that little thing, right? So that's the analysis we're expecting on US30. Then let's go over on to our NASDAQ trade, which is absolutely looking very nice. You should know that on our NASDAQ, we did play around with this market. You saw everything that happened. We had the market taking us out around this level, failed to hold on to the zone. I've already explained all of that. You don't really have to, you know, listen to me explaining that again. So we're going to delete every single thing that we have. What we can establish from this market is we can see that the buyers are currently in control. First of all, they have created a support area again again at this level, and secondly, they gave us really nice momentum. They broke out of this area again. It has not yet been retested. That's a possible thing that can happen. And look at how strong the buyers have stepped into this market, right? These are the things that we should look at. Now, what's the thing that we are seeing at the current point, right, on the 4-hour time frame that we are trading, right? We can see that it has been forming this little pattern that it has been forming, right? That's a little trend line, and you notice that the market has gotten to that trend line and is facing a little bit of rejection. That already tells us that this is a resistance area. What does the market have to do at a resistance area? It's either going to face the resistance and drop back down, or it's going to break out of it. So that's exactly what we're going to wait for the market to actually break out of the resistance. We find a good setup using price action, then we ride the movement, or for it to come back to our support area, we still find the exact same thing and we ride the movement. Very simple, guys. I'm laughing because this is as simple as I'm saying it, right? It sounds so beginner, but then that's exactly how we're going to be trading for this week. So let's go over onto our gold chart, which is our last, and you know what's happening on gold. This trade, remember that we had, it did hit our stop loss, as you can see there. That's from the weekly analysis, but you see that it never dropped a lot. It just hit it and then formed this little, candlestick, and then a bullish engulfing candle, and it has already gone back up to the top. Gold is exactly the same way I did explain it. It's still playing in the range, and there are two things. The analysis is still one and the same thing, but I am more biased to the bullish setup because of the overall trend, right? So that's exactly what we're going to be looking at. I am still holding one trade on gold, but if we're going to be looking for fresh entries to see what we're going to do for this current week, is to wait for this breakout. Right, you can see that we're having the market forming the exact same thing that the NASDAQ or USD was forming. You see that it is gone to a resistance level with a bullish momentum candlestick. When it gets to that zone, it's going to face rejection, and then it's going to drop to a certain support area. We now want to look for positions at the support, or if it breaks out of the trend line, and a retest. As simple as that, guys. Nothing complicated here. Now, obviously, if you did find the breakdown helpful and you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button, turn your post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. You follow me with that. It's been Tino, and I'll see you in the next lit video. Love you guys.